Alright, what's up, party people? We're here for an early morning Sunday stream. I have no sleep schedule, and I'm here, and I wish to play Pokemon this morning before I go to work. So that's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. Let me get my monitor going. Alright. Ooh, that chair is super low. Get low. Get low. I'll get a low. Man, oh man, oh man, South Florida and beyond. We are here. Apparently, there may be a sneaky link with Best Buys today. All across South Florida and beyond. There may be a drop of Paldean Fates 3-pack blisters that was a little late on shipment to certain places in certain parts of the world, but especially in South Florida. So if you get yourself to a Best Buy this morning and stand there before opening, you might get yourself a Bubble Mew. So go chase Bubble Mew. Hell, I might pass by a Best Buy on my way to work later. That being said, Best Buy's open at 10. We're here to stream until a little bit before then. Probably around 9-ish. Gotta hit a quick shower before I go. But things are going alright. This fine, shiny Sunday. Nokia's doing a little better. And then in some ways, kind of the same. So, just trying to make him comfortable. I've gotten him drinking. I had him eat when he came back from the vet. I don't think he ate much yesterday. I think he had a couple bites, but that is the biggest part of the problem now. He's drinking again. I've got IV fluids. So, all sorts of meds to make him feel better. Nausea, appetite, everything. And pain if it gets to that. But we're doing our best for the boy. And sometimes, unfortunately, your best is all you can do. The doctor seeing him, agrees maybe going and putting thousands and thousands of dollars into surgeries might not be the best thing. Might cause more suffering. So we're just hanging out with him, and we got some cuddle time. It just sucks because our love language is always usually food, and he's not eating, So I'd like to be giving him some extra treats, maybe a little taste of bacon or something, but he don't want to eat, so he gets extra snuggles. I gotta groom him extra hard too. He's not doing that, so he gets extra attention. And IV fluids, I mean, oh my god, what a love language. I'm not good with I don't like needles. They don't make me happy to have to poke a needle in my boy, but it makes him feel better. He gave me a very affirmative, meow when the water started going in. He was like, meow. And he got up and he walked to the water bowl. Isn't that funny? He's like, ah, yes, I feel water. I must go add water to the water. He's my boy. That's why I love him so much. He's a funny guy. So you guys, all I ask is maybe shoot up a prayer for little Nokia. If you're watching this sometime in the future. A little Sunday prayer for Nokia. If you go to church, it's a perfect place to do it. I see people pandering online for money for their pets all the time, and the thought has crossed my mind. I've spent like $12,000 on Nokia's health in the last 5 years. He's definitely gotten the treatment that an old cat gets for these things. But I'm praying that he gets better. He's come back from way worse. He's definitely come back from way worse. Without, surgical intervention or anything. My number one hope is that this started with constipation. Doctors are overlooking that, but he did have a moment yesterday where he tried to poop and he got a little pearl out, and I'm like, you know what? I have been thinking he's just locked up, and that creates immense stress on their system. So maybe I can get him to poop and it'll all be better. Just like his daddy. He's just like his daddy. Swear to God, if I don't have a good poop, I'm done for. That's it. That's the end of me. Do Pokemon poop? And if so, like, isn't that kind of something that Jet should have thought about? Trying to see that other one because he looked a little green around the gills. Come on, come out from under that bush, bud. Come on out. Oh, they all sense something move. Go fetch. Damn, dude, so if I throw my Master Ball, will the Pokeball guy go find a Master Ball? No shiny. Let's do a little rooftop ramble. Oy vey. Oh yeah, I was like, where's the Pidgeotto sound? All the way up there. Dang, bird. Gonna get me. I just realized I'm gonna have to put this all this stream needs to go in its own playlist. Because I'm gonna start streaming other games. I'm kinda running out of shit to do. Besides just sit here and shiny hunt. Do battles and shit. This game is super empty. We got the Diancie event. Last stream was pretty lit. Shout out to my boy Giraffe, my boy Neil. Made last stream fucking impeccable. And we got Diancie from the impromptuous side quest that was released. Kind of crazy. It was released via mystery gift distribution. So I don't know why they didn't just make it like a patch, but that did make it more exciting. You had to go find out from one of your new followers that you have this mystery gift, and then you have to go get the mystery gift, and then you have to. It's very Pokemon experience. Go talk to the lady and do the quest and blah 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 blah, and then you get to battle Diancie. And guys, the catch rate on the legendaries is super high. Don't stress. Like, you can just start throwing balls, you're gonna catch that Pokemon on the first or second ball, I swear to God. Pokemon Go that shit. Literally, just spin it and throw it. Whatever you gotta do. Put the spin on it. Spin on it for a little flavor. Like, who knows? What was your superstitious catch method in Pokemon Go? Like, the spin was legit. They told us the spin was legit. If you get like a spin and an excellent, it's better than a regular excellent. One guy used to hold his phone upside down, and one guy used to shake his phone first. Okay, he used to shake his phone and close his eyes and throw the ball, you know, with the swiggle and everything. He's very superstitious. A lot of Pokemon Go people out there. Man, okay. This story, no offense to the person I'm talking about. This story, I don't know. So, solicitation is something that fucks me up. I mean, you know, like I said, I see people like pandering on the internet for money for their pets all the time, and like, more power to them. If you have a pet and you don't have the money to take care of them, you don't have good credit, I mean, shit, like, go out of your way and ask for help, and that's good, and more power to you. However, I don't like that. I don't like doing that. I don't like the concept of doing that for me. Not just for the pet thing, I think is justified. But like, pandering to the audience and soliciting, I think is like bad. Soliciting specifically. So let's talk about soliciting. I had a person come off of the old Pokemon Go server into my DMs on Discord. Like, hi. I'm like, hi, do I know you? I'm like, no. I'm like, okay, so what's this about then? Like, well, I'm an artist and my parents are sick and trying to sell all my art, pay for my parents' medical expenses. Do you really think that adding everybody on every Discord that you've ever been on and soliciting in their inbox is going to do more than like going to a community art space and displaying your fucking art for people who actually are there to buy art? Because these places exist in every municipal district in the, like, it's a huge thing now. There's a huge boom for people to sell their art. There's also this website called DeviantArt where people display their art. There's so many places where you can display your art for people who are actually interested in buying art. I feel like going door to door in your Discord DMs is fucking counterintuitive. It's a waste of time. Because I'm on Discord, bro. I got my own problems. Okay, my parent was sick. My parent passed away. I got a sick cat. Like, I'm not here looking to purchase art, dude. That's not what I'm doing on a fucking, it was Thursday morning. Mind you, it was Thursday morning. I'm sitting there, I'm working to make money. Not even Thursday. Yeah, Thursday I was working. I'm just like, oh, hi. I know you don't know me, but the arms of an angel. And guys, look, if your parents are sick, my heart goes out to you, dude. I've been there. But she did kind of upset me by going out of her way to get into my way and bring this shit before my attention. And it's like, first of all, I don't know you. I don't know if you're a real person. I don't know if it's a bot. I don't know if your parent is real. Sorry. We all have our own shit. but going out of your way to make your shit my shit that day, and ask for my money. She didn't even show me her art. She didn't even like show me what her art looks like. She's like, oh, would you like to buy my art? I'm like you probably don't have art. You probably just want my credit card numbers, dude. And show me a pretty picture. Show me, like, what is it gonna be, OnlyFans? Because we can talk. Hold up. Crazy, dude. And so I said no, and they just wouldn't stop. Block button. That's what the block button's for. Shut the fuck up when I tell you leave me alone. You get blocked. And if it was a real person with a real parent who's really sick, who's really trying to sell their art, I hope they figured out that there are spaces where you can go to sell your art in an appropriate fashion to people who want to buy art. There's people who, like, surprise, surprise, they go out of their way to buy art. You don't have to go out of your way to find people on your Discord. It's so crazy. And so, like, solicitors, we've been talking a lot about solicitors. When was the last time you got a door-to-door solicitor? I don't think they've been doing it that much. I know that church groups have been going door-to-door in my neighborhood a lot recently, but I have a big, beautiful gate. A big, beautiful gate. And yet, at one point, the Mormons were outside and they were singing their song to my gate. They were singing some songs to my gate, just hoping that the gate would, I don't know, develop sentience and be like, oh, that was a beautiful song. I'll let you in. You can rob the fuck out of my owner now. Yeah. Praise Mormon God. Like, also, is it just Jesus? I don't know. I don't remember. Hold up. Praise the angel Moroni. I remember South Park. And then, dum 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 dum. That's the best episode. Joseph Smith, dum 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 dum. They don't make them like that. Actually, they do make them like that. They got the president with chopsticks in recent episodes, dude. That's fucking so good. The president's like, hey, guys, relax. Oh, man. You know, and they're talking about, oh, cancel us, cancel us, cancel us. This is a show that predates canceling, man. This show, I don't know if you remember, but like they had Santa Claus go to the war in Iraq at one point, bring Christmas to Baghdad. Yeah. Why would you want to cancel South Park, dude? Oh my god. You can't cancel him. I think Trump needs people to make fun of him. He needs satirists to be out here making him this larger-than-life megalithic boofus. Yeah. No. Are shiny Teppigs also yellow? No, aren't they? I think they might be. Because Ember is like blue flames, right? It's like Dobby. Man, I gotta watch the final seasons of Macadamia. Oh fuck! Cause that was another Garbodor. That'd be so fun. We just have a whole page of Garbodors. Make a Garbodor quartet. The Garbodor quartet. Trash, 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 trash. We're trash. I would be the 5th Garbodor. I'm gonna open a pack. Twilight Masquerade. I forgot to open this on the last stream. I don't think I forgot. I think I had to go pick up Nokia. But we're opening a Picky Perk. These Twilight Masquerade packs from these Destined Rivals Team Rockets Animals 2 packs have been up and down. I think we got one hit. Starting off strong with a Steel Energy. Oh my god. Let's get into focus. Do the thing. Alright, Steel Energy. We got Crawdaunt. Okay, Grookey. Henderson. Terrible shot. Wattrel. Ogre Fan. Okay, we got Sunflora. Enhancement Pill. Cook. Chimico. Alakazam. Bah! Bah! If a tree falls in the woods and nobody's there to rip Pokemon packs, did the tree even fall? Oh my god, I watched a Nightmare Fuel movie last night. Fuck, I wish I knew the creator's name. He's the guy that was like on the fake Wendy's video, and he's like super cringe emo core. Like cringe as fuck. I don't know if we know what we're talking about, but it's like, oh, and we're gonna that guy. Oh, focus on me. Focus on me, camera. I'm over here. Focus on me. Oh, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't want to focus. Whoa. Whoa. There you go. Is that a little better? I'm over here. Look, I'm moving. Look at me. I'm moving. Look at me. Hold on. Maybe I gotta press the button. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Crazy kids. These crazy kids and the meddling dog. Should have pressed pause. I wasted valuable seconds of night. If Scooby-Doo was a real dog, do you think that his vet would put up with his bullshit? Just asking for a friend. He'd be like, "Bro, Raggy, I don't want to go to the veterinarian." And the veterinarian would be like, "That is not how you pronounce that word, you stupid dog." We need to get this dog some speech therapy classes. Zoinks, doctor, he doesn't have a speech impediment, he's a dog. That's the best, that would be the best episode. I have met talking dogs who can speak perfect English. Actually, name one talking dog that speaks good. I mean, besides Scrappy. Scrappy is an outlier. He was genetically engineered, I think. You're never gonna get this. Oh, shit. You're never gonna get this. Go do this, and go do that. La 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 la. Take that, nerd. What? Bite him again. Took 3 bites from a super mega belega alligator. Oh boy. Oh my god, she stole my mega powers. There we go. Can't let her get that dynamic punch off. Also, why isn't she using kick moves? You're gonna make the rabbit do punches? It's not a bunny like Bunnelby. What Diggersby? What is my big, strong eared Diggersby? Oh, get me the fuck out of here. Get me the fuck out of here, Batman. Do we think that, certain Pokemon were like, perhaps intentionally bred to be very, very useful on the job site? Like, the Conkeldurr evolution chain is just a little bit too convenient. Oh, they like girders. They lift steel girders, and they bend girders. This one, oh yeah, it can do concrete girders. Boodly boo. They're like the pugs of the Pokemon world. Oh, there was a pug at the vet, and its mom was so oblivious to how much it was suffering from existing. I love pugs, but their existence is suffering, okay? Guys, if you have a pug, you're a sociopath. I'm sorry. These pugs, they need to be rebred. They're rebreeding pugs so that they have more of a snout and less brain destruction. So that's good, but I just think that like the dog breeding industry is fucked. I think if you have an industry that's the breeding industry, we need to take a step back here and just be like, me next, please. Hold on. Who said that? I didn't know. What? Someone in the wall is saying funny things. Fuck you! I'm hiding! I'm literally hidden! Crazy woman. She thinks she can see me, but look at how well I was hidden. Battle Girl Colette. Get ready to get wrecked, Pangoro. Goodbye. It's not good to chew on things for too long, everything. When did you mull that over? That's right. I've got catchphrases. I like when the anime characters trying to figure out like a catchphrase, like they know that they're in an anime. Come on, buddy. Why don't you walk on over here and check out the weird thing you just saw go behind the trash can? Oh, look at me. Ooh. Get out of here, Gardevoir. Gardevoir. Oh my god, so updates. I haven't watched the Mega Evolutions trailer for the DLC, but I have seen that you're going to be able to evolve past level 100. So that means, guys, it's official. We're getting missing now, you guys are getting missing now. It's the only way that you can evolve your Pokemon past level 100. We know this. We know this. All the goats, we know this, bro. And so someone spent a lot of time surfing up and down on the coast of Cinnabar Island to bless us all with missing now. Isn't that beautiful? I'm the humpback of the reef. Fuck me. I really hate explosion Pokemon. And Garbodor being an explosion Pokemon is not lost on me. Well, it was for a while, but now it's currently being unlost. Lost about. Is it a raging trash fire explosion? And we love it. Okay, really, Mawile? No, no, baby girl. I swear to God. That's extremely frustrating. She literally stare blocked me, like as if she knows what the fuck she's doing. Garbage door. Wow. So stupid, dude. And it's gonna Mega Evolve, and then it's gonna use Explosion. Oh! Now you only have to do this 200 more times. Oh, come on. We're having fun. Having practically just too much fun. What the fuck, dude? So much fun! We're having so much fun! Oh my god, dude. What? Fuck you. Bastard man. Because Dennis is a bastard man. Take that. But guess what? Also, take that. Jinkus. Get out of here. You remember when the internet found out about Jankum? You remember which friend it was that first told you that he wanted to actually try to make it? Think back. We all have that one friend. He's on 4chan way too much. How's he doing these days? Probably not great. Don't check on it. You know how he's doing. You don't need to check on him. Don't go out of your way. Let him be. He's still on 4chan. Probably making Jenkum. Crazy guy. Not a great life choice. Not a great life choice. You know, you know. Basically, anything you find out about on 4chan, you should try it at home. Honestly, I have not been on 4chan since I was much younger. And every time someone brings up 4chan, I respond the same way. I'm like, oh, is 4chan still around? I'm surprised it is. Surprised it is, dude. They got some fucked up shit happening on there, man. But the internet was so much worse back when I was a kid. It was unchained. It was like Ultra Ego. It was true power is unbound, Kakarot. Hire me, dude. I'll be the voice actor for Vegeta in the future when Chris Sabat decides that he's tired of being the GOAT.
Kakarot, have you seen how bad my wife is? Did you know that she's the richest woman on Earth?
Like, literally, Vegeta's goated, you guys. Vegeta came from the stars. He's like,
I am going to destroy this world.
And then he met Bulma, and he's like,
well, hold up now. Hold on, just 1 second. You're telling me that on this planet, the women are this attractive, and they are in charge, and wealthy?
He's like, I can marry into this. I can marry into wealth. Bruh. The dream. Not only that, everybody's like, oh, Dripolo. Check out Piccolo's drip in this episode. Oh my god, look at Piccolo's drip. Vegeta is the one with drip, dude. Got the Badman Vegeta shirt. Shout out my boys. Anime Ape, who actually made this Dungeons & Dragons shirt. I'm wearing my D&D shirt today because D&D happens on Sundays for me. Next Sunday is going to be another game. Can you join? No, we're filled up. We have 6 players. But I will be starting more games, and in fact, I'm putting together. I had Pokemon people designed a combinatory rule set for my own version of the Pokemon TTRPG that was more kind of Pokemon styled. To where it was like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Instead of having a trainer, that's you, that's your character, you had a Pokemon that's you, that's your character. And you're going around, you're helping, befriending, and teaming up with other Pokemon. The level system, I like rectified it to reflect actual like in-game style levels. And my players were loving it. We baited it for like maybe 4 months. My players were loving it. Actually, in hindsight, it was probably a lot less time, but it felt like forever because we were having fun. And I just basically let them pick any starter from any region, which was problematic because obviously some of the starters evolved into like 2 types, and they're just objectively better competitively. So, not that that created problems in game, but that the players would be, you know, jealous of each other down the line, I suppose. And we don't want that. All right, we want plus moves. Boopy doop, boopy doop, boopy doop. Okay, whatever, we don't need to do sneaks. What was that? Barbara. He's got a lot of eyes. They're just a bunch of binnacles that combine, just like magnetons. I will say, I do have a special place in my heart for Pokemon that are just combined with other Pokemon. But it's sad that we never got a Pokemon for Slowpoke's tail. Like, I know in some canons they have said that that is a cloister, but I don't know. Shabamasu. Snagmabamasu. Boopy doop, boopy doop, boopy doop, boopy doop. Well, there goes that. There she blows, folks. There she blows. Oh, man. You know what? I will say, at first, I was really, really wary of taking home, like, any amount of injectable drugs for the cat. This is coming from someone who takes injectable drugs. Medicine. Prescribed medicine. But, Humira. Saved my life. They gave me sub-Q for Nokia, and I'm like, I hate needles. Like, I don't want to put a needle in my baby boy. It's gonna upset me. Can I just bring him in and like pay you extra money? And I'm like, please, dude, like, don't do that to yourself. Like, you need to save the money for where you need it with him. Like, we'll show you how to do it. It's easy. It's subcutaneous, so you don't need to find a vein and all that. And I sucked it up and I learned and I did it, and it gives me so much more peace of mind now that I know that he has 100 milliliters of fluids in his system. I don't have to worry, is he drinking all day? I'm able to focus. Yesterday was a little rough of a work day, I guess. Like, the thing is, I had done my best on Friday to keep it together, to go out and to grind. Actually, while Nokia was in the doctor, I went out and grinded. I had a client meeting. I had to pick up some Lucario boxes first. That went well. I got 2 Lucario boxes. Met with a client. And then I went out and worked Uber. At that point, it was 12. So I got a good hour and a half of Uber. It was like maybe like an hour and 15. I got 33. That was a good morning. I came home. I think I streamed a little bit with you guys. And I went out at 5 for the... Oh, no. And then I picked up Nokia. I got out a little late. But it turned out to be a blessing. The first ride that popped up was $47. I was very excited. I'm like, oh my god, this is one of the heaviest paying rides I've gotten in months. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for the blessing. You know, Nokia and we needed this, and this will help me with everything. So I go, I'm very excited. It's a 2-hour ride, and it's because they... Rest in peace to Officer Jaramillo. He had been murdered in the street right where I was picking up, and there was a it was a huge police presence. The traffic was locked down in this entire area of town, kind of the London Square part of town, and there are helicopters and everything. So this ride that could have been done in 45 minutes, that's probably why I was paying so much, was going to take 2 hours. I got it done in an hour and 30 minutes. But when I get to my drop-off point for the last ride, it's next to SLS. There's huge traffic. It's Friday night. And I know the SLS, dude. They don't want us to put our cars in there. They want us to go around the block 100 times. So I parked in the Burger King parking lot like a jackass. I don't go downtown like that, dude. I didn't know that this is a problem spot. But apparently everybody knows about this parking lot. The boot technician is a psycho. And fuck that guy. Fuck that guy absolutely to hell. Like, he made me so uncomfortable. And yeah, I was very emotional. And in his mind, me being emotional earned me punishment. And he held me there as long as he could, talking about, oh, we need the Zelle payment to not be pending to let you go, or you need to pay cash. And I ended up just giving them cash too. So I got extorted out of it. They paid me back when the Zelle payment came through, because they knew I was going to raise some shit. That guy was psycho. He was giving me the crazy eyes. This is the guy, I don't know his name obviously, but I'm going to call him Piece of Shit McGee. Fuckboy McJackson. He had pigtails like Snoop Dogg. He's a tiny little man. One of the quotes of the night was that he screamed out, "I'm buffer than you." He's a tiny little twig of a man. Power bottom energy if he ever goes to jail. For real. He's gonna get doinked so hard. But he made me feel so unsafe. And I got him on video. Like, I'm gonna do something about it. Fuck that guy. Never park in the Burger King parking lot if you're downtown in Brickell next to SLS. Never, ever. Because he physically threatened me, told me he knows where I live now. You know, I get off work. And it's like, bro, come, dude. I got a shotgun right next to the door. Between me and the door, I have 3 handguns. Let's fucking go, dog. Bring it on. If Nokia wasn't in bad health, I got the sickest guard dog. He's a cat. Bring it the fuck on, you fucking asshole. Private boot and tow companies should be illegal, I think. I think that only the police should have the authority to do that. But basically, that lot can make $60 off of anyone who doesn't see the sign. And the sign is not visible. I went back, I took pictures of the lot. The sign is not visible. When you come in, it's not visible where I parked. There's no sign in front of the space that says, you know, no parking, you'll be booted, you'll be towed. So technically I could take it to court, but it's $60 fucking and 2 hours of my time, heavily triggering my trauma. I have abduction related PTSD, so being held against my will was really, really bad for me. I had to take a day yesterday to process and just kind of level out. You know, do my treatment stuff. There's a sort of meditative process for PTSD patients that works, called EMDR. Electric musical dance meditation relaxation revolution. And so basically you just do DDR. I'm just kidding. It's like meditative. You work with your specialist to set like a grounding memory, and then it's like a happy place memory. It's like a memory where you felt safe. And then you work, and I've been working for years to be able to just kind of meditate and go to that safe memory, because PTSD is a memory disorder. When something happens in the present, it puts you irrationally in a space that you were in a different place and time when something dramatic happened. And so the goal of the EMDR is to take you out of that memory part of your brain and help you be more present, or just put you in a place where you feel safer, where you can calm those feelings and the stress can go down. Because, you know, stress is chemical, and releasing all that adrenaline in your body puts you in this state of fight or flight. You know what I mean? Puts you in a state of irrational thought, of fear, of feeling unsafe from a little tiny tow truck technician with little pigtails. First of all, a grown-ass man with pigtails acting like that is absolutely absurd. Give me the crazy eyes, like the crazy eyes, bro. You're gonna give me the crazy eyes while you're at work on camera, dog? Like, fuck, bro. You're lucky my social media is disabled. Post the fuck out of that guy. That's why people have weaponized social media, though. That's why I don't like it. That's part of the reason why I when I'm going through it, when I'm trying to improve myself, I turn off my social media. Facebook, Instagram, they go immediately. And that's what we're here for. All of this shit with my pets started happening. The goal of the month was to try to see if I could get a medication for my focus problems. I've been having focus problems, and the medication's delayed, but I'm still locking in. I'm still raw dogging life. I was like, once the prescription got supposedly filled, I was gonna go to Walgreens and pick it up. I deactivated all my social media. I'm like, okay, the time is now. I'm going to make my brain work again, once and for all. I go to Walgreens. They literally called me, your prescription's ready to be picked up. And I go to Walgreens, they're like, oh yeah, we're not gonna have that prescription for a month. Well, what? But the robot lady. So I was kind of at this crossroads where it's like, okay, like I can't get my Ritalin, but I think it's Adderall, but like I already deactivated my socials. Why don't I just try raw dogging life anyways? I feel like it's beneficial. I feel like it's helped me. I don't have the constant urge to like swipe memes on Instagram, see how everybody's doing on my stories. Not that I don't care about all my people, but I need to make my brain chemicals work better. I had developed serious focus problems, and I think it's the swiping that does a lot of that. I think that instant gratification of like serotonin, dopamine, la 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 la, ha 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 ha. Cat memes. I love cat memes. I love cat memes. But I need my brain to be good at making me money. That's where we're at. We're in our 30s. You need brain work good, make money. So I'm hitting a soft reboot. Hopefully those isn't Adderall just fucking meth? It's just like a different, it's like a safer chemical bonded meth. Hopefully my legal meth comes in soon. That'd be sick. And I really don't think that that's gonna be the thing for me. I haven't had a great experience with these types of prescription medication in my life, but I'm willing to try it. And that took a lot of courage. It took a lot of courage. I don't trust the American medical system or Big Pharma for shit. Even though I'm a person that relies on a prescription medication to survive, I still have my opinions. I'm allowed to have my opinions. I think it's good to have your opinions and to be distrustful of big corporations, corporatios, whatever the words that my brain is wanting my mouth to say. You know what I mean. Corporate poppies. And it's like, bro, all these corporations are trying to be corporate poppies, but when is one of these corporations gonna step up and be corporate daddy? Where the joke needs work, but I think there's something there. Okay, we need a corporation to give daddy energy. That's what I'm saying here in America. We got a Burger King. They had the king. What happened to the king? Apparently the king made people severely uncomfortable. Children, not people. The adults like the king. The king did very well with adult demographics. Children were terrified of the king. Isn't that so fun? Like, hey, fuck them kids, bro. You know who pays for the food. Crazy. Burger King, I see you, man. That's some fucking wild behavior. Yeah, and then they got sold again and they're fucking up. Whoever had them in the middle, the interim Burger King era was pretty lit. Their food got so much better. Their ads were on point. Not for kids, obviously, for adults. Kids were like, we're done with Burger King. We're not going to Burger King anymore. We don't like the place. We don't like it. The french fries are medium. Maybe the food's getting better, but that king is terrifying. He keeps me up at night. Sorry, that's Donald Trump Jr. First of all, tell me how Donald Trump Jr. The fruit couldn't have fallen farther from the tree. Like, he's nothing like his dad. I don't know which wife made that one, but it would be fun if he was like a little like wee man version of Donald. And then like even Barron looks like Donald. He's bigger than Donald. So they don't make mini-me's in that family but that would be objectively like if Trump had a mini-me, he would be a lot more palatable to me. Like if he could go on stage and there's a little tiny version of himself kind of like mimicking him while he talks. 10 out of 10. Top 10 supervillains right away. I'm Donald Trump. It's me, I'm little baby Trump. Oh, you know what? They had a cartoon of that, didn't they? I think that cartoon got deleted from the collective consciousness, bro. Hold on, I'm having trouble even remembering the show. Didn't they have like a Lil Trump show? Lil Trump. Oh my god. Trump's like, we're gonna delete it. It's not crime. Double plus ungood. Double plus ungood. I need to reread Orwell, man, because he was too. First of all, Orwell's dystopia was across the uncanny valley at the time. There were dystopian novels that were like seen as plausible, and at the time that Orwell released 1984 and Animal Farm, like these are things that are like, oh, this will never happen. It's not uncanny now. It's not uncanny now, baby. The fucking dude's catchphrase is fake news. Thought crime. Double buzz ungood, people. Ungood. I made up word bigly. Made up big word. Big, strong word. Strong, big, smash, smash. Big stick. Gotta love it, dude. Dude, we had one president that was like, speak softly, carry a big stick. This one's like, I'm gonna speak loud and my dick is huge. So big. It's massive. They need to invent a new word. It's bigger than gargantuan. Hello, mommy. I'm learning Spanish. I hear the tennis tremendo culo. That's my boy. This guy's going crazy out here on the dance floor. First of all, okay, he knows 3 dance moves. He knows this one. Okay, we know that one. He knows the dice. And he knows Q-tip. Throw it away. That's, oh my god, dude. If I can see him pull that dance move out, that'd be a moment. That'd be a moment, dude. I will say it again. I've said it many, many times on stream. I prefer the world from the memes where, like Donnie T, Joey B, Barrio, and like George Bush sometimes are just like best friend gamers. That's the ideal world that I want to live in. Like, where we're all just best friends and we're just like dumbed down gamer nerds. And they're just like ripping each other all day. They're the best bros. Joe Biden, objectively one of the best characters in those things because, oh my god, who doesn't have that brain dead friend who like makes everything better? He's like Single D Ed from Ed and Eddie. Like, oh my god, they do a playthrough of Pokemon on one of them where they're like, all right, well, I'm picking my starter, and oh my god, peak cinema. Hollywood ain't got nothing on that shit. AI Joe Biden is literally like, he will save us all. So. Just the sweetest soul that could ever be generated. I do think, I will say, very close second, like AI Trump School and everything, but AI George W. Bush was one of the most fun parts of that. He's like, oh, my dad's the professor. My dad's the Pokemon professor. I remember that shit. That was funny as fuck. Oh, dude, you know who they can't put in the AI is Bill Clinton, because he would just be creeping on the other AIs.
Like, all right, well, we're here in Pallet Town, but I'm more interested in what your mom's palettes have going for me. Yeah, she got some running shoes in there. Giggity, giggity, I'm Bill Clinton.
I swear to God, Bill Clinton is the original guy that said giggity. Like, the Quagmire was based off of Billy C.
We're gonna go, and then your mom.
I could really do a good Bill Clinton impression, but it takes some getting into character. I've got to, it takes a cigar. What a country, dude. It's like the part of history for America that my life coincides with has been a fucking roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster. I remember there's like a family story that my mom put me in a high chair during the Bill Clinton impeachment trial. Like, oh yeah, that's better than PBS. He needs to learn young. Wow. You know, it might, there might be something to that. They put me in the fucking high chair to watch Bill Clinton get impeached for, I don't know, fucking an intern or something. And the story goes is that when he said the famous line, like, "Your Honor, I did not sleep with that young woman. We were up all night." I don't think that's exactly how it said. But that I was like, "Mommy, I want to be the president." Insinuating that somehow at like 2 years old I wanted to fuck bitches and get money. And, you know, I never correct that story. It's a great piece of lore. It's a fantastic piece of lore that I'm sure my mom made up with her personality disorder brain. But who doesn't like, you know, free lore? I mean, that's, you know, she's just giving me free game. Guys, what do you mean it's made up? My mom told you that story. Oink. My mom never lies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that wasn't a true story. But I do kind of have memories of being in that high chair that day. I remember almost very vividly that the food that my mom brought me was too hot and I burned my tongue. And I can like see the image of the TV at the time. I don't know why. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. But I will say, even at such a young age, I thought that the courtroom looked very cool. Courtrooms look cool. They've got that old-timey wooden look to them. And there's all these people, everybody's so dressed and serious. And I remember for a long time, I wanted to be a lawyer or a politician growing up. And that was part of it. I wanted to get to work in that cool room and defend people and, you know, help people. The reason I gave up on that dream is one, I found my art. I discovered a love for film, for making film, not just watching film, in like freshman year of high school. But around the same time, I was starting to kind of wake up to the corruption in politics and you know, law in general and the government, and kind of realized, like, in order to get any amount of political like efficacy or power or, you know, the ability to affect change, you need to play the game. You need to play the game, and the game is a game of corruption. The game is a game of evil, in my opinion. Very evil. Money. And I had been pre-accepted, this was a very good essay that I wrote, to London School of Economics and Political Science at the time. Full ride. They offered me a full ride when I graduated, before I even got 3 or 4 months into high school. I was a very good student, and I wrote this very powerful essay about wanting to change the world and all of that. And they sent me a letter, a pre-acceptance letter. Still have it somewhere. And I by the end of the year, I wrote back and I turned them down. I said that I've kind of woken up to my artistic drive. I want to change the world in this way. And to be honest, I don't see much hope for the political or economic spheres. But thank you for your acceptance. And I've pursued my art ever since, foregoing the concept of profitability. A lot of people are like, how do you stay working on projects? I'm very weird like that. I don't like list my services online. I don't go on Indeed. I don't go on Fiverr. If I want a new project, I like go out into the world and it comes to me. I don't know how else to explain it. So I'll go out into a space where artists are, and I'll, you know, perform my performance art, whether it's comedy or spoken word or whatever, or just, you know, risen up the whole group and we're chilling. And you know, in communication, you know, I do this, I do that, I do this. Oh, hey, I need that or this done. Let's talk, and then I get work. Very blessed in that way. To have always kind of known that that was possible, like deep somewhere in me, it was just an awareness. If you put yourself out there, things will come. It took a lot of skill building, I will say. But even from the start, I started working in film when I was 14 right away. I started taking work to learn. And for cheap or for free or whatever, I would get a lot of work. People making music videos a lot of time. I worked on music videos for the majority of of my career until I was in college, until I graduated high school. And why is that? It's because bands don't have a lot of money, and they're willing to work with whoever will do it for cheap or for free 99. Students do that a lot. And so the connections you make start to branch into college-age kids, and you're still in high school and you're getting better and better work, and then you get paid once. And then you get paid once, and you're like, oh shit, hold on, I can get paid for doing what I love? I don't know, for most people that's the end of it. That's where signed, sealed, delivered, you know? In college I pivoted to doing a lot of videography work. Steady, simple, paid work. I don't need to go and do all the extra work of, perhaps preparing a screenplay or a storyboard or all these things. Show up with your equipment, turn on the camera, color correct, send it out. You know what I mean? And then the editing, if I take an editing job for a similar, videography, podcast, the editing is the easiest type of editing you can do. The pay is almost the same for creative work and for at low level. That, like I said, people hiring you for creative work don't often have the money to pay you what the work is worth. So, I learned very early that if I'm going to spend the time working for money, I absolutely need to do the stuff that's going to be less intensive and higher paid. And so since then, the bills are paid by that type of work, by videography, podcast, documenting, that sort of thing, and just editing work. And then I'll always have a project on my plate that's not paying me anywhere near enough for the type of work that I'm doing, but that it's fulfilling and it's artistic and I'm enjoying it. I get to get a credit, or several credits. I always like to have one of those present at all times. Otherwise, I get burned out with all of the busy work, edits, and videography shoots, and I'm not feeling fulfilled, and I don't do as good of a job on them. So it's important to have that balance for me. I kind of like the vibe when there's low viewers. I can just kind of talk about what I'm thinking about. Hopefully people enjoy this when you guys are watching it in the future. I'm sure I see that a couple dozen people watch each of my lives after the fact. I know it's not the biggest number, but to each and every one of you who are watching this at whatever point in time, thanks for tuning in, man. Why don't you write in the comments? Let me know, how you're liking these streams. Should they do something for you? Do they make your day brighter? I'd love to know. Honestly, am I helping out? Make my day brighter. I think streaming has been a good little addition to my schedule, man. I hadn't played enough video games to matter in the past few years. I'm really hoping that I can lean fully into making my own content over the next few years. I really, really hope that I can find a level of profitability and the types of my content that I want to be making start to emerge and become more and more possible. Pokemon and video game content is definitely part of that. We've got canon events just getting up and starting with, right now, just One Piece reviews, reaction analysis, as I call them. But I would be liking to make original short film content, sketches, not just comedy sketches. As a film writer, I'm a little different in my writing, my screenwriting, than as a performer or anything. A lot of my stuff, I would say, falls into the category of black humor in terms of the genre. but is also very serious. Like, I write things that are very profound and emotional for film, and then like even my shorts, my sketches are trying to get at something. Like so when I'm inspired to write, it's like a theme comes to me, a thought comes to me, a concept comes to me, and I start to develop something that illustrates the theme of the thought or the meaning that I want to convey. And that very, aside from satire, very often is something emotionally poignant. You know, I get inspired by those moments of poignancy, seeing a beautiful sunset, or loss, grief has motivated a lot of very interesting writings for me in the past few years that I haven't really shown people or talked about. Yeah, some are pretty dark, but some are actually very, very uplifting and light. As far as actual on the nose, like a comedy that I've written. So I was writing a show for about a decade. I'd say 8 years. Through the course of a decade, we were actively writing. Maybe closer to 7, but it was a comedy show. And yet it was also an action show. It was a cop show, so there's so much action and everything. It was very balanced. Like, it wasn't just a comedy show. It wasn't just laughs. There was so much going on. There was the sci-fi element, but that would be the most on the nose like comedy that I've written. And even that isn't just comedy. It isn't just a romp. One of the first scripts I wrote, the code name, the internal use code name is Harris Long, Alien Hunter. And it's because I made up the name before I even like started getting to know the character, and it was a stand-in name. His hair was long, so I named him Harris Long. And then, like, I had just been talking about Harris Long for so long, Harris Long just kind of became a person. So the name stuck. That's his name, Harris Long, Alien Hunter. And it was about a man with schizophrenia who believed that he was hunting aliens, but he was really just a serial killer who needed help. They needed to stop him. But because he was so caught up in this alien conspiracy, his MO was so untraceable. He had just gone without being caught for so long. And he thinks, because no cops are coming to get him, that he's just been killing aliens. Like, in people suits. He's been killing people. So this guy is like hunting another alien, and it's a person. It's just a person who's like tied to like big pharma, and like the conspiracy that he's really tracking is like the fun part of it is that there's a real conspiracy I've created in this world, and it's very obvious the way the story is being told that he's onto some sort of corruption scandal, not an alien scandal. So he's killing people that objectively are like evil and like capitalistic nightmare people. And he's been doing so for a long time, and I'm sure that like if I wrote the script longer, I would have like a faction of people who like have glorified this mystery murderer who's like basically like in the modern scope, he's on some Luigi shit, but he's getting away with it. I'm sure there are some young people who've glorified this. So that's a way that I would kind of develop that old screenplay in the modern arena as an older writer. I think that would be a fun storyline to build up in this older script, but that wasn't really there. He had been doing this for so long and uncaught and untracked and all this shit that he just thought he was killing aliens, and then one day he's about to off like this CEO executive piece of shit corrupt guy on a jog, and a real alien pops out of the trees and eats the fuck out of the guy. And my character, my protagonist, has never seen a real alien in his life because he's been hunting people, and he pisses his pants and flees the scene. He runs. He is a tragic character in that moment. He doesn't rise to the occasion and hunt the alien after all this, and there's like a big narration leading up to this moment where he's like buffing himself up. I'm the only one that can save the world. Boom, alien pops out. He pussies out, dude. He runs. And he runs and he shows up in front of like some young millennials' houses, like the hipster era. So I wrote some hipsters into my script as the side characters. And things unfold from there, and he has to kind of face the fact that he is crazy. And the young people kind of rise to the occasion. That's cool too. They save the day. But so that movie's kind of a romp, but it's also like a pretty gory, like, action sci-fi situation. I rarely write, like, just, you know, sitcom, rom-com shit. The closest to a rom-com I've ever written would be a script called Nightcap. It was part of the Harris Long multiverse. When I was young, I started by writing 7 films that were all cohesive in the same universe. There was Harris Long. There's another one about aliens. There's one about a psychic, who in the end got her powers from the aliens. There was a one about law and justice. And there was, I believe there's a buddy comedy in there, but I didn't finish writing. I outlined that one. I didn't write that one. And then there was Nightcap, which was the crownstone, the capstone of the series. It would bring all the characters together from this multiverse in one rather longer short film. It was centered around a graduation class of high school students in the summer after high school. They're all 18. Free-spirited young people, Gen Z, millennial type, you know, around the time that I graduated. I was writing myself and my friends into the script. And they've grown so close, but they're about to grow so far apart. And the fact of the matter is that the way I wrote it, most of them were never going to see each other ever again. And that was explicitly stated from the beginning of the script. One of the characters had this overwhelming awareness of that. And in being aware that this was the last summer for him and his friend group, his childhood friend, he created a lot of problems trying to make that summer count. And all in all, by trying to make the summer count, the whole friend group is split up. And in getting split up, one of them gets abducted by the aliens. Harris Long shows up in the end of the script and saves the day and actually like ascends into the heavens with the aliens, which is kind of crazy. And another character from the first movie, and it was just this amazing like metalepsis fiction, and I was really proud of those scripts, man. I would like one day to be in a stable enough place, even if it's privately funding. I would love to be able to make those 7 short films, and maybe even make them longer. I think that some of them would make great features, but some of them would not. So I really, truly hope to one day be able to make those. I think people would like them. They're very fun scripts. But they've been down here on the script shelf for, 10 years. A little more than that. And sometimes that's the way things work. In the end, in my career, I've only produced 1 or 2 of my own writings. And one of them was produced by the Florida Film Institute. My first film, The Big Break. I was the screenwriter and the director of photography on it. And of course, Florida Film Institute owns the film. But it was a great opportunity to do this thing where they go to high schools and they provide like an entire film crew to like mentor the students. And I was in sophomore year of high school, and I was told that I should be a screenwriter. This guy Arturo Sande, I remember. Shout out Arturo. Arturo is the Trevor. There was a big pause. I had been outside of the room waiting for him to read my script, which was about 10 pages longer than he wanted it to be. It was 27 pages. Should have been max 18 pages. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I go in there and he said, Trevor. And I think I'm about to get it, dude. I think I'm about to get it. This script. And I'm like, oh god, oh god, oh god. He said, this is the best script I have read from a student in 8 years of doing this program. I'm like, oh, thank you. I was so scared, dude. I was so scared of the crushing judgment of this man with the gravitas, the white hot gravitas of 1,000 Fabios. Arturo, thank you so much for that moment in my life. I will always cherish it. Told me this is the best script I have read. I'm like, your accent makes it so much more amazing. He was a great guy, and they didn't make me cut it down very much at all. They said this is worth producing. Wow, can you imagine being 15 years old and being told by a fully grown adult and producer that your super long script is worth producing without cutting? Like, oh my god. The only thing that they made me change was that it was like a murder mystery, like a whodunit. Super edgy, honestly. I'm surprised they let me make it in high school. But it wasn't my concept. My concept was not chosen, but I was chosen to write the concept that was chosen for the class. The person whose concept it was didn't want to write it. Oh. And we had a very good friendship after that. She was a wonderful person. Shout out Kiki. So I worked with her to make her, I guess, idea come true. You know, after a point, like, I got everything she gave me, and I went off on my own, and I wrote the script on my own. I'm not gonna sit there and, you know, wait until I'm at school with someone to write a script. No, I wrote that 27-page script in one night, edited it another night, deleted it the morning of, rewrote it. I was like, no, this isn't it. And I deleted the file. I deleted everything. Yeah, I could have recovered it, but I rewrote that whole fucking script the morning of. I woke up at like 3 in the morning. I got to school like 5 minutes late with the script in hand. And that was it. That was the big break. It was a murder mystery they should have never let me make. Set in high school. This sleazebag of a theater teacher was sleeping with a student. And nobody knew. And there were 3 kind of, you know, pick-me-it girls in the theater class. The girl he was sleeping with always got the starring role. And the other girls, one of them was more talented and one of them was more psycho, wanted the starring role. At some point, the teacher gets murdered. And the starring role is up for grabs. And there's a bunch of shady shit happening, and it leads you to think that each of the 3 girls could be the murderer. And in the end, it was the girl that already had the role that did it. And she wanted to create all this extra drama. She found out the teacher was cheating on her with one of the other students. And so she did this to shake things up, but in a way that she would retain the role. She had her big break, and while she's getting the roses thrown at her, the feds have pieced everything together, and they're rushing to the stage, and they arrest her, and she says her last line, "My big break," from the back of the cop car. And we won an international award for that baby. We won the Yosemite International Student Film Festival, or Student Award at the Yosemite International Film Festival that year. I believe it was 2010. That was my first script. That was a huge moment for me, man. I also did director of photography on it. My mentor for that was someone who worked on Star Wars, but he wasn't a cameraman on Star Wars. He was an effects editor on Star Wars. Ken something. And he was so nice. He was so nice, man. He was so good with that camera. But he kind of did a great job of taking away the fear of the equipment. It was big, on the shoulder, XLR cam, you know, with, like DV tapes and all this shit. And it was a very intimidating device. He told me, all you need to worry about are these 5 buttons. All you need to worry about with almost every camera you're ever going to use are 5 buttons and 8 settings. And I'm like, oh, okay. He did a great job at cinematography for that. I will say, in hindsight, the camera was a very highly specialized for autofocus camera. So it was great to give to a young student with no experience with, you know, rack focus and all that shit. But it enabled me to do some really clean tracking shots. And that was fun. I remember very vividly at one point during the set, I wanted this shot that couldn't be obtained by a tripod. We couldn't get our tripod in there, so I had to cram myself in this tiny little space and just sit there for an hour with this massive camera on my shoulder, just crammed up. And the shot came out great. Sometimes these over-the-shoulder shots are really hard to get in a tight space. And that was such a blessing to get to do that for my first, like, actual short film. It changed my life. It gave me an experience, and the experience that I carried on into every professional set that I've worked on or produced. In the end, I ended up producing film for a long time. I still do. I was prepared for all that from the age of fucking 15, dude. That was a crash course. Like, they brought Hollywood to our school. What a blessing to have that. She better not fucking you, bitch. Okay, we're supposed to use steel move? Oh no, why did I bring out steel type? Better not be another fire type. God dang it! Oh, man. I hope I'm not getting sick, man. Fuck. Okay, it's 9:05. Probably going to stream for the better part of the next hour. And then cut it off. And go to work. Work. Fuck. No, I don't exist. Yes. Yes. Okay, sneak up with steel. Knock out with ground. Get out of here. I don't know why ground knockouts are always the ones that come the hardest. Well, hold on. Pause. But they're the hardest to get your easy knockouts, bro. Phrasing. The phrasing. I miss when Archer was like at its peak. I fell off with Archer, dude. I feel like it kind of stagnated. But then again, I've heard that the last few seasons are actually pretty good. I don't know. Got so much shit to go back and watch. Like, anything that came out while I was taking care of my dad, I missed because he controlled the TV. As it should be, dude. He has much better taste in television than I could ever have. Ancient aliens. Ancient aliens. Ancient aliens. And more ancient aliens. How can you argue with that? How can you argue with such impeccable taste? You can't. The answer is you can't. Fuck you! Your freaking duty-smelling face. Looks like he's sniffing a fart. Oh, right. It's sneak-ups with steel type. Oh, I'm done.
Phantom Force! Ah! He went in the ground!
Parting shot. P-Ride. Bro, you know what? Get out of here. Wow, dude, I hate Phantom Force so much. You better fucking... Ah, I hate this guy so much. I hate you, Sableye. Dude, who invited this guy? Wait, no. It's the wrong one. Oh, crap. Yeah. Parrot. Gosh, dang it. What? Very, very frustrating. Very frustrating here. Oh, we already got the ground type move. I'm freaking dumb, dude. Ugh! Why did my brain not work in the morning? Caffeine. It's caffeine addiction. Holy shit. Okay, I saw a study that said that nicotine helps protect your brain from dementia, and I'm like, damn, is that why I got so stupid after I quit smoking cigarettes? Not that I regret it. Fucking, my lungs are doing way better, but I swear to God, lady. Thank you. Alright, super effective with ghost type moves. So that's not super effective. Oh, we also need attacks with a mega evolved Pokemon. I don't... Oh, this might be super effective because he's psychic. Yep. Cool, and we'll take advantage of that to get 2 hits. Maybe even 3. Okay, just 2. Okay, we need to step it up with the steel type sneak up. A little more ground type. Excuse me? Excuse me? Thank you. We're gonna go Altaria. I don't think it's weak against Ghost type.
Ikuza.
I think one of my favorite types of humor is like comedically, like in comedic taste sound effects, where like if the drip sound effect when a small person falls in a body of water does it for me. Or like if someone hits you and it's a fart noise, it does it for me. Am I so wrong? That's so wrong. Alright, this guy needs to turn around right now. Thank you. Ah, I forgot the third quest. Water. It's water. Alright, hopefully he sends out a psychic type. Barbankus. That's not gonna be. Boom. Got him. How are we doing in chat? Anyone here wants to ask any questions? Make any conversations? Tell me about how your Pokemon's going. Get it. What? Come on, for alligator. You know how to use your teeth. I think you would have learned that you can't bite through objects yet. And or he should have learned how to bite through objects. Okay, that's our ghost type. Ghost type super effective. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, we got the ghost type super effective moves for 10k. Very nice. Now we're 4 away from the sneak ups. Yes, you shall. Thank you. Who remembers that video? A banger. It's a banger. Take that! Oh! Oh, fuck. Get out of here. You're done, son. You're done, son. I think that should do it for the water one. And sneak up should be at 7. Oh, hold up. You're done. Get out of here. Who said you could be so cute? And the other one's just basic sneak up. Wait. Letake mushrooms. I need to invent some sort of like infection cooling system for my drink because I'm just so over ice, dude. I'm over the ice. We could like put the ice in the cup, but like in the cup. You got ice in the cup. It was a prophecy. Put the ice inside the cup. Think about it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna invent ice in the cup. It's gonna be called ice in the cup. Copyright, trademark right now. Hell yeah. Oh, we gotta do story time moves. Oh, you know what? That's a great thing about being on stream. Because I thought up an idea, and now I got video evidence that it's my idea of fuck the government. Okay? Ice in the cup, and then we're gonna fucking, we'll have like a hip-hop, country music, commercial mashup. And people will love it all across all demographics of all humanity. And I'll become a mega multi-bazillionaire. Oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Fuck! Supposed to be steel type. Okay, y'all. Really? Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh my god. Okay, so another thing that happened yesterday was crazy, bro. I was having a moment. I thought maybe I might be the fucking omen. Dude, I'm having all these bad moments, and like a negative mass has formed, some sort of tiny little rain cloud over my head. And to top it, the icing on the cake, like the fucking omen yesterday, I have this little what's his name, Kessler Hawk. I'm on the way to rush to the vet before they close to pick up some extra meds for Bud, for Nokia. And boom, right in my glass door, boom, there's a hawk looking at me. I don't know if he was diving to attack me or, and he smashed into the door. I thought he was dead. He was upside down. His legs were doing crazy shit. I was in shock. I'm like, oh my god, this poor baby. What do I, oh, it's a hawk. It'll bite me if I go touch it. It took me 10 minutes to kind of like work up the courage to be like, all right, let's go try to help. It's still moving. I grabbed a little grabber and I flipped him over. And he right away, he ran. His neck wasn't broken. He ran into the corner. And maybe his wings were broken. So I called the rescue and I got him rescued. Oh my god. That felt so good. Like I actually was successfully able to help this baby bird. And shout out to the South Florida Wildlife Rescue, I think, was it? I'll find the name and I'll put a link because wow, dude, they got out a volunteer rescuer very, very quick, and they took care of the bird very, very smoothly. Got her out of there. Hopefully, she's getting her little broken wing treated today as we speak. Poor baby. But that's just the perfect icing on the cake. When you're feeling low and you're feeling like you've got some sort of curse and then birds start flying in the windows, it's like, am I just the Antichrist? Like, what's going, like, someone come vanquish me. Jesus Christ, I don't want this. Poor bird. Poor baby bird. I'm just like, no, don't do it. And really, I mean, the moral of the story is that even if you are the Antichrist, like, you know, call Animal Rascal. Do something positive with your Antichristedness. Yeah. Hold on, I hope it's not accurate. Lord, drop it. I would, the final battle, I would be like, I surrender. Haha. I concede. May good prevail, bro. I'm gonna piss off my dad. I'm just trying to piss off. If the Antichrist hates his dad, like, oh, like Lil Nicky did that, I think. I think they're bringing back Lil Nicky too, right? Or did they already do that? Oh, God. I would love to watch a Little Nicky too. I used to love that movie when I was a kid. It was my cousin's favorite movie. And anytime he was over, we would put it on. Don't turn around. Thank you. Hopefully we can at least get the fairy type Jimmy. I think the concept of like the Antichrist trying to piss off their dad is very, very funny. Or like Emo Jesus would be a very funny little cartoon sketch. Like, son, you've got to go down there and die for their sins.
Oh, I don't want to go, Dad. I'm listening to Blink-182 and dyeing my hair. Flat ironing my hair.
That's a very funny concept to think about. Don't, please. Fuck. Just couldn't give us the win. Alright. We got almost 100k. That's not the worst night we've had. It's not the best night, but it's not the worst night. Lord knows where the shinies are going to be accumulating. That was a shiny at one point, and it got away, and I will never forget it. You bastard. You bastard. You evil bastard, in fact. You will be punished. You will be punished for the sins of your brothers. Yes. Alright, now we're gonna head into Area 9. See what the fuck is up. Oh boy. Area 9 shiny would be pretty lit right now, I'm not gonna lie. Oh! No look on the Shalfa Carbink would have destroyed me. I would have completely melted. Did we just hear a shiny? Guess not. What color are shiny Carbinks? That's the real question. I've never even imagined a shiny Carbink. Fuck, we almost made it. So close. Oh my god. What a tall ladder. Okay, I'm glad we didn't get a shiny Mawile. We already have the Shalfa. We don't need a shiny. Wouldn't want to waste it. And then I jinxed it. And the shiny is like right there. Okay, alright, where do we go? I think we check on the shiny tar. Oh, 2 regulars. Quack. Let's see, what shiny I got? I got a Shalfa Beedrill from Area 15. So I wouldn't say my my Area 15 luck is rock bottom. But no buts. I mean, the Shalfa Beedrill doesn't come up. Let's express gratitude for gratitude's due. I would like a Shalfa Larvitar. Or a Shalfa Titar. Right now. Shalfa Titar. Shalfa Titar. Shalfa Titar. Shalfa. Should I hit the bench method for a bit? See how it goes? Or should I just focus on using my last 30 minutes of stream to grind? Morning streams are going to be so lit when I switch back to coffee. I am the master of smooth NPR style coffee sips. Shout out my boy Reggie Watts, who's a banger. The Tiny Desk concert track, Coffee Sips NPR. I just play that shit to jam to. Also, guys, if I ever get any amount of that technology that Reggie Watts uses, I'm just pivoting the music. I'm very good at those things. I had a friend who assembled the original Reggie Watts setup in college, and I just intuitively knew how to use it. It was so fire. And it's because that's the type, really, I just had no musical background, but that's a very similar type of autism to my brain. Like, it's pattern recognition, you know, rhythm and all that. Whimsical manifestations. And I can beatbox. So I need to get one of those machines going. And maybe one day I could collab with the GOAT, Mr. Reggie Watts. That'd be so sick. That'd be a dream come true, dude. I'd grow the afro out. We both have beautiful, majestic afros. And Reggie Watts got in shape the last few years, bro. Reggie Watts started eating right and like lifting, and he's like super buff and handsome now. Oh my god, good for him. Or at least he was the last time I checked. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a couple months. I'm sure you don't like get the body of your dreams and just be like, yeah, I'm done now. Yeah, we did it. Mission accomplished. This thing can go fuck itself now. I'm sure there's one person in history that did that. Like, I just want to prove it to myself that I could have muscles, and now we're going back to the Dairy Queen. We're gonna fucking put it all back on. I'm sure there's one dude just like that. What fucks me up about the bodybuilding community is not the bodybuilders, but like their choice in vehicles. So hear me on this. When your muscle mass gets to be that big, you cannot drive a Prius or a moped. Like I can't see you coming out of the gym after hearing you scream benching like 1,000,000 pounds for 2 hours and then watch you get into like a little Mini Cooper and it fucking like sags on one side, bro. Like, get yourself a truck, bro. Like, you deserve it. You deserve a truck. You did a great job overcompensating with your body. Please don't undercompensate with your car, man. It's just silly. It's like a one-man clown troupe getting in a fucking clown car. It's very silly to look at. I don't know why, dude. It's always the biggest guys with the tiniest little cars. But Someone should tell them. There should be like a sign in the gym with like a comparative size chart. Like if you are this big, you need a sedan. If you are this small, you get to drive the Mini Cooper. And there's like a gym Mini Cooper. Oh fuck! You know, speaking of small cars, those little what are they, Isuzu mini trucks? I think it's its own brand. The little Japanese mini trucks, the white ones. It's like a dream car for me. It's like the most productive vehicle I can imagine. It's tiny, it's light on gas, it has a truck bed, massive carrying capacity. I need it. Like if I got a truck, it would be a tiny little truck. I don't want a big fuck you American truck.
I got nothing to compensate for, baby. I don't need that.
I don't need that, bro. It's fucking crazy, bro. I'm very happy with my skin. But because realistically, like the capacity and technological like aspects of a truck can be accomplished with a trailer. I have a sports car that my dad put a trailer hitch on for some reason. So like I can drive my nice car and then I can go and put a fucking trailer on it and do whatever work I need. Just the same. I don't need to have a big stinking gas guzzler. Big old look at my truck with the balls on the back. Look at the balls in my car. It's because I'm a big man. I got balls in my car.
And my wife and me, and we make love and babies.
Nah, so I put stickers on the back of my car so that you guys know that I fuck. Like, why, dude? I don't know. But I will say, you know, the truck bed on that little Ishibi or whatever car it is, it calls to me. It's just so convenient. I could, you know, go from one end of my yard to the other with a bunch of mulch on it and not even fuck up the grass because it's such a light little, pleasant little, polite little car. It bows to each blade of grass like, oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's so polite. What's another, like, dream car that I would have? They're all, like, weird little niche foreign cars. Oh, okay, so, like, I was the guy that in Simpsons Road Rage, I played Snowplow Man. I just wanted the weird car. That's a deeply unlocked memory. Yeah, bro, I just wanted the weird car. I wanted to stand out. Or like in GTA 5 when you do the tow truck mission, I just wanted to keep the tow truck. I'm like, damn, dude, you can tow cars in this game? It's like, it's better than stealing them normally. So I rode around for a lot of games in tow trucks. It's the best way. I've never finished GTA 4 or 5 or any of the GTA. I've never finished a GTA game. Wow. No, that's not true. I finished Vice City. Go figure. I spent so many hours just post-game fucking around in Vice City as a kid. As it was Miami. And the new one I think is also going to be Miami. Return to Vice City. There, I saw yesterday that GTA 6 is going to have simulated tides. But let's be real, GTA 6 is never going to come out. That's not happening. We've got fucking aliens in the solar system. Like, you really think that Rockstar is going to release GTA 6 after the alien apocalypse? They didn't do it before the alien apocalypse. Like, why would they do it after the alien apocalypse? We're probably all going to be dead. Or, you know, breeding slaves, which, like, I would, as long as they fix my back, let me play video games while I get milked. I mean, shit, dog, that's a life. We'll all just be streamers. Like, oh, shiny Pokemon. Ha ha. All praise the Federation. What should I shiny? Ha ha. What should I shiny? Ha. All hail the overlords. Praise be, Galactic Federation citizens. Like, I'm ready, dude. I'm fucking ready for the Federation to take over. Hashtag fix my back, aliens. And like everything else, please, like just fix me.
They could fix me.
A blue hair, blue skin, big titty alien anime waifu? Like, let's go, dude. Who remembers Tenchi Muyo? Tenchi in Tokyo. What? Okay, that was the sign. Every time the sign gets me. Tenchi Muyo was an intergalactic polyamorous. Isn't that crazy? He's like, why settle for one girl when you could have 5? Why settle for 5 girls when you could have 9? Tenchi in Tokyo, bitch. That show was crazy. Fuck. The Tenchi girls were also fine. Washu was like the cat lady overlord. She was gorgeous. Washu was Tenchi, right? Alright, sometimes you get cat ladies confused. She was, obviously, she's the one that whose name I remember. That was my number 1 waifu in that show. She's kind of antagonistic. Maybe that's why I like Tatsuko. Or maybe I liked her because I was in an abusive environment from a very young age. You never know. The fucking therapist was still trying to crack that nut. Sigmund Freud. Fucking weirdo. The root of all psychological problems come from the child. Like, bro, go suck your mom's titty some more. Sigmund. The root of all of my problems come from my mother naming me Sigmund. There's no convenient nickname for this name. Well, growing up, my friends just called me shitty piece of shit man. It was my nickname. It deeply affected me. I thought that looked pink for a second. What would your nickname be if your name was Sigmund? Like Siggy? Hey, it's little Siggy. Yeah. Mundo? I would call it Mundo. It's like, sure, Dr. Mundo didn't exist, but the Spanish word mundo existed. But then you're just calling your homies, oh, water though! And then that's too much power for any. It's too much power. We can't have our homie being Zawarudo. Zawarudo! I think there should be a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure mashup with Where's Waldo. It needs to happen. Where it's like the Golden Pyramid arc and they're searching for Waldo. And Dio has had him the whole time. Think about it. Zawarudo? Literally the same. Pronounced the same in Japanese. It's pronounced the same. It's 2 different words that sound the same. They're called homophones. You just learned something. You learned a thing, TCG Pack Rats. And guys, ironically, the funnest part, I think, of the YouTube channel, besides ripping packs. Oh, look, pack videos, I have to go and edit. I have to take them, I have to record them, I have to take them in the computer, I have to edit them. And I gotta release them, chop them up into clips, etc. It's work. It's a lot of work. I have fun ripping the pack. Making the videos isn't as much fun. Making these videos is wall-to-wall fun. So I'm just gonna say the funnest part of TCG Pack Rats is also ironically the most productive part. To earn money on YouTube, you need a shit ton of watch hours. You need 3,000 watch hours. And for some reason, I have a lot of watch hours on my other content. Some of it doesn't count for some reason. I don't know why. It says valid public watch hours. And what I think that means is that it needs to be people who just find me who don't follow me. So that, like, all of my subscribers watching my videos don't count towards that. They want to see that I can turn new people to watch my videos. And to an extent, my videos were doing that. I was up to about 300 valid public watch hours out of like 2,000. Out of like 2,000 total watch hours, 300 of them were valid, and it had been fucking with me. And then when I started streaming, I understood why. Valid public watch hours probably became a thing when streaming became a thing. Because when you're streaming, it's all that format. It's new people that pop in and hang out for a little while, and that's a public watch hour. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That's where the term was born. This is a streaming model now. And now the YouTube is starting to hit. So that I get my views, I get all my clicks and my likes from the shorts. I have my fandom that is genuinely following for the main videos. And I'm generating all these watch hours by doing lives. And only by doing all three of these things is my channel apparently going to survive. And it's definitely a science. I see why when I get hired for clients, I can only do some of these things for them. You understand? Like, I can't stream live for you. I can't. A lot of times I'm hired to produce the content or to edit the content, but not to post the content. And if I go and you spend a couple $100 to get a couple clips, right? And you don't post them, I can't. No matter how good of a job I did on the clips, they're not gonna do well because they're in your hard drive and they're just sitting there like Pokemon in the box. I don't know why I have to explain this to so many people, but I do actually have to explain to people multiple times a year that they have to post the clips that they purchase from me, or else it's not my fault that they're not performing. You didn't post them. Do I almost exclusively work with artists? Yes. Are artists almost exclusively always on drugs? I plead the fifth. Could that be a contributing factor to the stupid questions I get asked by my clients sometimes? Abso-fucking-lutely. However, it's part of the game. It's literally part of the game, and I gotta deal with it. Why would I pay you to post if I could post it myself? Because you're not going to. That's the answer I should just very plainly tell anyone who asks me that question. Because you're not going to post it. You're not posting now. And you're not going to post in the future because you're not good at it. Just disparage people. That's going to be my new business method. And just be like, you're bad at this. That's why. You're very... You're fucking bad at this. Shut up and pay me. Oh god, I wish I could be an asshole. I'm just not that guy. I feel like assholes, they get a lot more done sometimes. And that whole mentality from what movie said it first? The dick, the asshole, and the pussy thing. It's a famous film, but it's also said in multiple films. You can be a dick, you can be an asshole, you can be a pussy. And I don't think that's the most, friendly line of thought. But the idea is that there are some people that are always going to bend over and take the worst of the worst. And there are some people that sometimes are going to have that happen to them. And there are sometimes, and then there are people that fuck everyone else over all the time, and they're always good. And I don't think that that's how that works, for one. I really don't. I think that if you go around fucking people over constantly, like, it's going to come back to bite you. And for two, I don't think everyone can lose. Like, I think it's just as unlikely that you lose every time as that you win every time. Is that so? Like, the bullshit notion of like, oh, you're a loser. I don't think anyone's a loser. I don't think anyone's a winner. I think people win and people lose. I think it's statistically impossible for you to win everything in your life, or for you to lose everything in your life. I mean, not like physical like loss, but like to lose at like not come up, not do well, etc., etc. So any uniform like umbrella concept is just too much for me. I don't like them. Okay, sneak up with rock type moves. Why is Mawile have to be dead? Hey, kitty cat, how you doing? I get a lot of sentient animals coming in my chat. We had a giraffe last week. Now we have a cat. Always happy to hang out with my animals who have gained sentience. Hopefully your litter box is clean today. And I hope you have all the kibble you could ever dream of. Okay, then we gotta do super effective with steel. Not super effective. Oh boy. What time is it? I'll take your prize medals. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, us too. That's why we're doing the battling. Alright, we're on the last bit. Have you done the trade evos? I could help you out with that. I got a link for the internationally designated codes the community has developed. It helped me out a lot. Basically, everybody around the world is trading on the same codes. Or if anything, I'll trade with you if you want. I'll even send you a very special character from TCG Pack Rats. Macho Command Randy Savage. He's an Alpha Machoke, just waiting to become a Machamp. He was on our team for several episodes. And I've decided that I'm going to send him to one lucky fan. So if you want to be that fan, let me know. Just Sliggoo needed to complete the Pokedex. You can catch wild Sliggoos when it's raining on the docks. I'll show you specifically where. Right here, when it's raining, Goomies and Sliggoos spawn. So you teleport to Lumiose sewers. They also spawn in the sewers, but outside of the sewers when it's raining is the best place. All along the river, if it's raining, you can find wild Sliggoos randomly spawning. Kia! Diggers attack. Karate. How much time do we have left in the night? Not a lot. Okay, we're very diversified. Knockouts with fighting? Okay. Go! Knock him out! It better be knockouts with fighting. Maybe I'm having a brain fart. Yeah, okay, good. The 5 hits with electric type moves is easy points, but probably going for the fighting. I think we have enough time to get 10 knockouts. I'm going to the roof. Oh my god, I swear to god. Okay. Thank you. Oh. Ooh, Glaceon. That'll do. Oh, finally, super effective steel. Take that. Hey, Giraffe has returned. What's up? Like I was saying earlier, we got multiple anthropomorphic animal humans in the chat. We have our new friend Kitty Cat. And now we have my new best friend, Le Giraffe has returned. Wow. The king has returned. That's right. Giraffes have always been known as the king of the jungle. There's never been any other animal that has held that title. Ever. It's just giraffes. I swear to God, if you keep looking at me, I'm going to come down there. I'm going to gouge out your eyes, guy. Stop looking at me. Don't look at me. I don't exist. Lucha. Alright, we're going to get more fighting knockouts. Nothing. You don't even live in the jungle. That's right. That's right. Giraffes live in space. They're actually the alien overlords of the giraffes. Live on great, vast motherships. Much more powerful technology than we've ever imagined. Hopefully we have enough time to get at least one more of these achievements. I'm going to teleport. To teleport. The savannah. Oh, okay, I stand corrected. I feel like the savannah is pretty close. Pretty close to some jungles. Also, lions also live in the savannah, and yet they're called the king of the jungle. What the fuck is that? And then they got the song about in the jungle, the mighty jungle. But that whole movie doesn't take place in there's only the Timon and Pumbaa scenes take place in the jungle. The Amazon driver still haunts you to this day. What? Oh, my Amazon driver. Bro, and he had a man bun. Like, tell me how you're going to be sneaking in people's yards with a man bun in 2025. Like, bro, go work at a coffee shop. For anyone who doesn't know what he's talking about, the other day, Giraffe was hanging with me in stream, and I have a big gate on my house, so there should be nobody in my yard. But I see a man, a full-grown, like 6-foot-tall man, walk past my door without he didn't have the uniform on. He was just in a t-shirt and shorts. I was like, who the fuck is that? I ran into action, bro. So beautiful stream moment. We're gonna have to clip it. Am I normally jumpy? Yes, but that I feel like was a reasonable jump scare. I absolutely, there's no reason this guy should have been in my yard. Like I'm just pretty sure I locked my gate, but it turned out I did not. Ah, fuck! Can I cancel? Can I cancel? Can I cancel? I just lost the achievement for that. Oh, nice. Yeah, we're almost at 800. Thank goodness. You better not off yourself, guy. Hold on. Ugh. Explosion trainers are my least favorite trainers, too. Or I think Tyrantrons almost exclusively use moves that hurt themselves. Oh, what a weak hyper beam. I don't think we're gonna get the 3 more knockouts. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. It's the worst night we've ever had. Did I spend half the night shiny hunting? Yes. But we should have done better. Smack on the wrist. I gave myself a smack on the wrist, you guys. Who even... Okay. I see something here. Gonna go take care of Infinite ZA battle. Been sleeping on that for a minute. I need to let for Alligator D-Mega evolve so I can finally look at Mega Diancie. Did everybody in chat get the Diancie quest? Le Giraffe was kind enough to put me onto that within hours of it releasing the other day. I'd be happy to help you figure out how to get that. It's a fun little quest. You get to see more of Nina's amazing outfit. Okay, so you got to go to the mystery gift. Yes! 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 It's happening. I need a moment. I need a moment. We're doing a wardrobe change. I love this woman. I love her so much, you guys. I gotta put on some pink. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. I love her so much. I love her so much. We gotta put on pink. Okay, you guys can't see it. We're modeling. This is the Vegeta Badman Vegeta shirt from Anime Ape that started it all for me. It was my first purchase from the company. And how they ended up giving me the brand ambassadorship was that one of their guys saw me performing comedy in this shirt. And it was a funny thing. I come off stage, I killed it. They're like, hey man, thanks for the plug. I plugged them on stage. I like actually shouted out their brand because I'm stupid. There's no reason for it. But one of the founders was in the fucking audience. And he's like, that's our shirt. And I was like, nah, it's my shirt. I bought it for $39.99 on Anime Ape. And he's like, no, I'm one of the founders of Anime Ape. Or maybe he was like his friend or something with him. We want to give you a brand ambassadorship. Reach out to the... And I was like, ah! Dog. Best moment of my life. Yeah, Jacinthia is beautiful. And her personality is perfect. There's nothing wrong. She's got a bit of a complex, I will say. I love you. I love you, Jacinthia. All right, let me get into character. The Infinite ZA Royale is a fine event, but it goes without saying that nothing pleases the public more than my own terrific tournaments. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Nothing you say is ever wrong. Nothing she could possibly... Oh. The pan up the legs, I mean... It's like the Lego Batman moment. I love you, Jacinthia. She kissed the ball! I want to be a ball! Alright, now, unfortunately, I have to crush you under my heel. Like, I would very much like to be crushed under your heels. I'm gonna go with... Yeah, we'll stick with Mawile. I would be so happy to be crushed with a smile on her face. Let's just say that. I'm gonna stand right here, just getting a nice look at the outfit. We're gonna take our time. Oh hi, it's a baby Mawile.
Shop on Mawile. Show him who's fucking boss now.
She's so gorgeous, dude. I very briefly dated a girl with a body like Jacinthia. She's like a very slim build, former cheerleader. Smooth skin. Oh, Jacinthia. Treat me right or treat me wrong. Just treat me at all. No! No, the pose! No! She did the E-Thought pose! And the appearance of Jacinthi's booty grew 3 times that day. Just by sort of twisting her thighs and her hips in a little bit of an angle. She thirst trapped the whole internet. I don't know how I feel about Mega Clefairy's ear holes opening. Like, ugh. What the fuck, dude? That's fucking weird to me, bro. Like Shrek. They're like Shrek ears. They're like Shrek ears, dude. Crazy. They did put a lot of effort in the Mega Clefairy, but I'm just like, it's very, I don't know if it was effort that was guided. They went a lot of different directions with Clefairy's Mega. Is Clefairy's Mega, does it become a bug type? I think so, right? Some Mega Clefairy. That was fun. It's always fun to see Jacinthy, the ultimate waifu, even though I'm pretty sure I'm getting cucked by Ivor. There's like a moment at the end of the thing that went viral where Jacinthy and Ivor like realized they're perfect for each other, and it broke my heart. It broke my heart. Very flying? Oh, okay. Because they look like butterfly wings. That's the problem. We haven't gotten a new shiny in a couple of days. The last shiny we caught, we had 3 that day. We got Gardevoir, a second Garbodor, and a Drillbur. And I haven't hit a shiny since. I have been doing a lot more battling, and I haven't streamed as much as I obviously want to, which would be all the